Hello, hi. Good evening.
Hi, good evening,
Yeah,
ma'am.
hi ma'am.
Hello, hi,
Yes, ma'am.
Prabha.
ನನಗೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸು.
ಯಾರಿಗೆ? ನನಗೆ ಇದು ರಕ್ಷಿತ್ ಅವರ.
ಹೌದು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ನನಗೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಫೀಸ್ ಕಳಿಸಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ಫೀಸ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಓಕೆ ಸರ್. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು
ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವ್ರೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ವಿಲ್ ವೇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ 5 more minutes ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಯಾ ಶೋರ್, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. Rashid ಅವರೇ, I just noticed, I think license is getting expired for SAP. It says some 16th or 18th.
16th or
Yes
18th,
ma'am.
no? Take care.
Yeah.
ಇಲ್ಲ,
Okay.
ಇವ್ ನಮಗೂ ಕೂಡ ರಕ್ಷಿತ್ ಅವರೇ 18th ಏನೋ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ ಡೇಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ ಆಗಿ.
ಅದೇ ನಾನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂತೇನೆ ನಾನು ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ.
ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್.
ಅದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇನೆ ಸರ್ವರ್ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ನೋಡಿ. 10:30 11ಗೆ ರೆಡಿ ಆಗೋಯ್ತು ಸರ್ವರ್. ಓಕೆ.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು I'm not able to connect to the server. You have been disconnected. I think I keep on trying. It is getting disconnected. I don't know if someone is using it.
1 second.
Yeah.
ಮದನ್ ಅವರ ನೀವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಇವ್ರೆ.
ಓಕೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು
ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಒಂದ್ ನಿಮಿಷ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ.
ನಿಮ್ ಸರ್ವರ್, ನಿಮ್ಮಿಬ್ಬರ ಸರ್ವರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ.
ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ.
ಹಾ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು.
ಸುಮಿತ್ರಾ ಮೇಡಮ್
ಹೇಳಿ.
ಡಿಸ್ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರೇ ಡಿಸ್ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ರು. ಬಟ್ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್.
ಹೌದಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ, but I'm asking the questions. Each before I start the class, previous class, I'm asking a question to them, and they are able to answer.
ಹೌದಾ? ನೀವ್ ಹಾಕಿರೋ ಡೇ ವೈಸ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ನಾನು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಫೈನ್.
Okay, good.
Madam, I think he has joined. You can start, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Rakshit sir. Okay. Hello, hi, Banu. Good evening. Okay. Banu, can you hear me? Okay. So, I hope you guys got some time to do practice on weekend, right? So, any doubt over there? You were able to create the vendor?
While creating this business partner, I used to get like a lot of issues.
Okay.
So can I share my screen and show it to you? Like,
Yeah, sure. Let me stop presenting. Yeah, you can share your screen. Yeah, I can see your screen.
so here I'm giving business partner. Okay, then I go to organization.
Mm.
Okay, business partner is general.
Mm-hmm.
So group here, I'm selecting like what
Mm.
we selected in the class only, this only.
Mm-hmm.
Title, I'm selecting this default, and
Mm.
name, let's say I select this. Okay.
Can you change the name? Like maybe that might be existing. Try to change 123 or something. Data 123. Someone would have also created it. Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
So this much I'm doing.
Mm.
Then after this is not like compulsory. It's not asking. So, but still
No,
I'll
but
put.
it's good to enter. Yeah.
Okay. So after this and all, like, okay, I'll enter no issue with it.
Not
Okay.
required.
So after
Remove the company code, company photo code. Language you have to enter.
okay,
Language.
language.
English. Mm.
Okay. So after all this, I'm going to save it.
No. Before that, there are more, right? Address overview, identification control, payment transaction. Just check if anything else to be
I'll give
maintained.
enter.
Mm.
Okay. So now it went
Okay.
to address.
Mm. Click on check button over there. Next to that, there is a pencil mark icon is there, right? Next to the check button is there. Click on that. Next to that. Mm. Data business partner is a error free. Okay, fine. Yeah, click on save.
Okay. Then I click on save.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Business
2,
partner
3.
238 is created.
Mm.
Okay. So this is creating business partner now. Huh?
Now, yeah, business partner is nothing but a vendor. Okay.
Okay.
So you have created a general view. So we have two more view. Company
Okay.
code
So
view
for that,
and the
here I have to go now. Huh? Here.
no, you have to go to change mode now. Go to change mode. You'll go. It's a grayed out. Grayed out means in a display mode. Right now we are in a display mode. So you need to update something. You have
So
to
I
go
have to
to
click here. Yes.
exactly,
Switch between
exactly.
display and change.
Yeah.
I did this. Here I also went to this thing. FL.
Mm,
Okay.
mm, mm.
FLVN00. Supplier I
Right.
select now.
Mm,
Okay. So
okay.
till here it is fine. Now here I've got this.
Mm, mm,
Okay. Then after this, everything is mentioned here already.
mm. This data copied from the general data view what you have made it earlier. So
Okay.
address is almost from there only.
Okay. So now I should go to company code now, right? Yes.
Mm, mm, mm,
Okay. I go to company code.
mm.
Then company code. Okay.
Triple
For
zero
this.
one. You can enter standard company code 0001. Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Reconciliation account is asking me. Here I'm getting stuck always.
No, it's okay. You just click on the drop down. The small checkbox is there. No. Oh yeah. No. Not that.
This one,
Yeah,
no?
that one. You select anything from there.
Okay, I'll select the first one only.
Anything. Yeah. First one says. Mm.
Okay, now I'm
Okay.
that one.
Just check if there is anything else in the tab. Just scroll down. Yeah.
Nothing else. No.
Scroll up. Yeah. Fine.
Okay, now I'll
No,
go
no,
to
no, no,
save.
no, no, no. Oh no. Next tab. Go to next tab. Mm. Okay. See terms of payment. Like how long you'll be paying. Yeah, that is important. And check duplicate in double invoice. You see that is very very important.
Okay.
Mm.
So I should select that.
You just click on check button to see any other mandatory field is there. Mm.
This is asking a number range is not assigned to account group 1800.
Account group. Number.
So
Okay.
I tried, ma'am. For this, it was telling go to T code FH00 and assign a number range. I tried doing that
Okay.
also.
Good. Okay. Go there.
So I went there, FH then in FH00, it is asking like this.
FS00 is not the right one. That is the account group, right? This is not the right answer for that. Anyway, let it be. I'll find a solution for that. Now you 238, right? Your vendor code. Let me
Yes, ma'am,
note down.
238.
Hold on a second. Let me note down that vendor code. I'll get the solution for you. Okay.
And
You're in
one
our
more
next-
time, it was asking for GL code is not, GL account not
For
created.
GL you have to go come here. For GL you have to use
So for
FS00.
that, I had come to this, ma'am, actually.
Yeah,
GL
yeah.
account.
This is actually finance team has to extend the GL account to our company code. Extension will
Okay.
be there. Okay. They usually do this.
Mm.
So there is a
I
different
tried,
key
ma'am,
code
but
will be there,
couldn't
right?
solve this.
Very good, very good. These are very good learning. So note down the error, whatever the error you're getting, and the solution for that. Okay. The what is the
Okay.
solution, everything. I'll come back to you for this error, the number range error. I'll come back to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll stop sharing my screen, ma'am.
Prabha, did
You
you?
can take it.
Sure. Thank you, Chandra. Prabha, did you get chance to practice? Did you get any error?
No, ma'am, I actually didn't practice, ma'am, because I was yesterday busy, ma'am. Today I'm going to see all through this.
Okay. Let me know if you also get any error. Okay.
Yeah, sure, ma'am, sure.
Okay. Let me share my screen now. So before I jumping to next class, what was the transaction used to create a business partner?
BP, ma'am.
What is the transaction code? Correct. And why we need this business partner creation? Why we need to
We
create
have
this?
the record of our business partner, right? Like be it a vendor or customer. So we need to have details of them for billing purpose, procuring for that.
To create the order for them.
Yeah.
So why we need? Because we need to create a purchase order for them, right? So this is the pre-request. Before you create the purchase order, purchase requisition, this is a pre-request like material master, vendor master. Sorry. So now we are jumping to the next pre-request. So we are done with the material master, vendor master. Now we have to do other pre-request before creating the order. So that is purchase info record, source list, quota arrangement. So these are the three prerequisites before we create the order. Quota arrangement is not mandatory, but it is good, is optional. Okay, now let's go to SAP. Yeah. Could you please come out, Shankar? Log off that SAP. Okay. Can you see my screen? Can someone confirm, please?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, it's visible.
Okay. So as I said, to create the order, it is getting recorded, right? The session.
Yes, ma'am. It's getting recorded.
Okay. So as I said, to create the purchase requisition and purchase order. So other prerequisite is to create the purchase info record and the source list quota arrangement. So that is what we are doing now. So to create the purchase info record, the transaction code is ME11. So what is this purchase info record? The purchase info record is the combination of material, supplier, and the plant. So, for example, the same material might be supplied by two different vendors. Okay, so each vendor might be charging a different price for us. So this is the place where we record those price details. For the same plant, for a Bangalore plant, like yeah, so same Bangalore plant, same material, stationary items has been supplied by two vendors, but one person is giving for 100, whereas other person 105. Okay, to record that, so whenever I create a purchase order or a purchase requisition for that particular material and supplier, I have to in the front end the price should get by pick up default. I don't have to enter it manually each time. So that's the reason we made in the purchase info record. So it is a combination of supplier, material, purchase order. Okay. So I'll just minimize this. Okay. See. So this is it's a combination of material, plant, and purchase order. It contains the price, validated price. So it will contain the price. For example, after a few years, the supplier says that, see, this is the price which I used to give 1 year back. Now the price has been changed. So then the procurement team will go back and do the price change. And after that, they might create 50 to 100 purchase orders. So each time they don't have to keep entering the price, everything, right? I don't sometimes instead of maintaining the purchase price for first vendor, it will maintain for second vendor. So it will create a confusion to the supplier because they have negotiated different price, but we have created PO for different price. To avoid those manual error, so by default we will maintain info record. So whenever you create a PO at any moment of time, what happens? The price gets picked correctly based on the vendor. So that is the reason PIR is there. So in PIR, we have different types of PIR, like standard PIR. So standard PIR, which is used for creating the raw material. If we procure any raw material, we always use a standard category, info category. Then we have a subcontracting. So I'll come through all this process one by one. So now we will focus on the standard. So you just better know this item info category. How many type of info category we have? We have standard, which is used for raw material. We have subcontracting, which is used during the job work. Like for example, subcontracting means we have a company, like for example, your company, but you have to do some job work. The job work in the means there is again a different machinery is required. You need to cut the steel in a different shape. Okay, where you don't have the machine right now. So you'll give that raw material to the third party. Then he will do the job work for you, the cutting shapes, particular shapes. So that is a job work. Okay, for that kind of info PIR will be maintaining, and that option will be info category will be subcontracting. And pipeline. So pipeline info category means used for electricity and water, which is supplied via pipeline. Consignment. So consignment is something where it is called as the supplier will send all the item to you, and it will be there in your warehouse, and you will take those items only when it is required. Okay, but still that goods will be owned by the supplier. He is the owner of that. And but you'll be able to use those items out of 100 stock. You'll be pulling only 2 stock. So that's true. 2 stock will be your item, where the remaining 98 stock will be under the vendor stock. So in that, those kind of orders are called consignment. So during creation of different type of orders, we use the different info categories. For now, first order what we will be creating is a raw material order. Okay, so always we use standard. So most of time the standard will be used based on the different industries. Do you also use subcontracting process in your company?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it is used.
Yeah, so that is called
Yes,
do you are aware of this wording subcontract? Have you heard that word?
yes, ma'am. Yes, like we deal with them on daily basis, so we know.
Oh, that's good. Pipeline consignment. What about the consignment?
Consignment for goods, like when we receive, we use that consignment, shipment of goods and all.
Shipment of goods. Can you give me a little more explanation? Okay, you call the when goods you receive, you call that as a consignment, right?
Yes, ma'am, like that. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, done. So these are the info category we have. Like I'll show you in the SAP. So now to create the info category, we have to use ME11 transaction code and ME12 to do change, as I said before, 11, 12, 13 for display, and ME15 to flag the purchase. In shortcut, purchase info record is called as PIR. PIR. Okay. And ME15 is used to delete that, and ME14 to check the change history. If you have done many changes and you wanted to know who has done the changes, for that you can use the ME14 transaction code. Okay, now let's go back to SAP. So this is what you saw, info category. So this might come in an interview question also, like how many type of info category and what are those. So standard, subcontracting, pipeline, consignment. So now we will be using the standard. For that, let's use vendor code, which we currently have. Let's take some vendor code. Okay, so we have table also to find. Okay, let me write down the table here. In case if you want to find vendor code created, or you wanted to find, you have a material but you don't know the vendor, for which vendor that material has been created, so you can use these tables. Okay, so these are the table under the SE16. Okay, so now I need to find some material or vendor. So let's use INA. I'll use V underscore INA. Available from. So I'll just give some date range because we don't remember any vendor something. So I'll use some date range. So from this date to this date, I just wanted to know how many purchase info record exist. I think there's nothing. Okay. Come on. Okay. So this many purchase info record exist. This is planned. For standard. Let's see if anyone created for standard plant. Okay, nothing is there. So what I'll do, I'll just take this material for which is there for standard purchase order. So I'll use the same thing. Okay. So 90 is a material number, purchase org is a 0001, and vendor code is a This one. Okay. But you see, you notice something, it is not there for plant. Okay. So I'll just extend this. 1, 3. I want to create a purchase info record. So I'll enter the supplier and material number and purchase organization, because whenever you create a purchase order, purchase organization is important, right? Is it important?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it's important.
Yeah, because you don't want to, the accounting entry should not go to a wrong purchase order. So always, whenever we create, is a mandatory to have the purchase or plant, everything. Okay. I'm getting some error. Yeah. Mainly procured internally, please check your input. So what it says, it's a warning message. So that's okay. You can just proceed. Okay. So once you come, and this is the okay. See, these are the options you have to enter wherever the mandatory feed. This is the delivery time. Let's say just keep it as 1, 1. Click on enter. Make an entry, mandatory fill net price. So net price I'll enter as 100. Purchasing group 001. Okay, it jumps. So even like how we saw in a business partner material, so views we saw. So similar way for purchase info record also we have a view. So you should also remember this. For purchase info record, we have a general data view, purchase org view, condition view, and text. Okay. So general data is something what we saw where we maintain the supplied material number, sales person details. So these all things will be maintained. In the purchase org data view, we'll maintain the purchasing group. We will maintain GR based, no ERS, and we will maintain delivery time. So these things we will be maintaining in the purchase order data. In the conditions view, once you click, it will tell you this price, whatever you have maintained, since till when you want. So some supplier might say this price is valid for 1 year. After that, we might have to change. So like that, valid from to valid to. You can make the changes here. Okay. And here we have one more thing. I don't know if you in your company, if you have that system, we have a scale quantity. So scale quantity is something like like if you want to negotiate with the supplier, will be always procuring the material from you. Just give me some margin or margin. So he will say, okay, when you procure the quantity more than 100, I'm just talking very few small amount. If you procure from 100, you can just give me 90. If you procure below 100 quantity, you have to give me 100 rupees. So that is the deal. So that is the commission, margin is giving to me. So what is say, if you giving from 100, then quantity is 100, the price will be 100. If the quantity below 100, 90, then the price will be 100 and this will be 90. Okay. You got my point here? You're getting my point,
Yes,
right?
ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. So what we are saying, okay, if the quantity is below 100, then you'll be charging more. But if the quantity is more than 100, you'll be charging less. Okay. So this is called the scale quantity. So in purchase info record, we also have this option. You remember this. Okay. This might also come in an interview. So I'll save this. I'll just go back. So you can see supplier, material, purchase or plant, all this has come to this screen. Now what I'll do, I'll click on save button. So you'll get a message, purchase info record 001 created. So this is our purchase info record. So if I want to know, as I said, you have missed it. You have created material, but you don't remember what is info record. If you wanted to know, you can go to table, as I told you earlier. You can go to this table or you can go to INA or INI. Okay, so I'll go to this table now. For example, I'll show you one by one. So material. So I'll enter only material number. I'll click on execute. You see, I just created today this combination, right? So I got that. So this is the info record for that. If you notice, there is same info record exists for both. Okay, why? Because it contains the same material number and same supplier. Okay, that's why the info record is same. If it is a different supplier, then info record different supplier, but material is same, same like 90. You will see different info record. Let me show you that. Okay, now I'll enter 15. Click on enter. So what it says, okay, no problem. So I'm creating one more info record for a different supplier. Okay, now you see the screen is a gray, it's not in a gray, means you can do any changes. So that's why it's not in a, just click on enter button. Let's enter the mandatory fields, standard quantity, purchasing group, and click on enter. So price. So I'll say this price, this person will be giving for us 105, whereas the other one was for 100. Okay, then I'll go to condition. I'll just won't enter any scale quantity here. I'll just click on save button. That's it. So this vendor is 115. So if you go to table now, so I'll just refresh. There's a refresh button. You don't have to go back and enter again. Just click on refresh. You see, the info record number is different because we have used a different supplier. You got my point?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Any doubt here?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So this is
Ma'am,
how.
one more, ma'am, like, so this is just regarding purchase. So can't we create for customer also? Because like in our company, I've heard people saying like, if you buy this much tons above steel, you'll get it at this price, and below this, like as you said, you'll get it at a
It could be,
price.
it could be. Like see, always SD and MM kind of similar. They have a similar process. Like how we create business partner, we have seen, right? Same way they also create using customer. So they could also have a similar pricing. They also maintain a pricing, and there also there could be a scale quantity. Okay. Good. You to know more better, you try to understand that concept also. Okay. So this is from the vendor perspective. So you understood how it works, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now I'll show you the other table which I showed. EINV. Okay. Here whatever I'll just maintain 90. I only remember the material, so I don't remember anything. So I just maintain, and you see everything will come here. What is the date? Who has created it? So this is the two info record here, and the material number, who is the supplier, and all the details. See? Okay. And but I don't see this all related to general data. Okay. Now, but I don't see other details. If I want to see purchasing info record, it's a general data. You see the table for the general data. Now I'll go back, run INE. So in INE means what are the HEINE. Enter the material number. Okay, I'll just enter the date created on. So I want to run by this. Today I have created. This is by purchase of data. So click on execute. So today what we have created. So these are the info record created for which plant, which organization, and purchasing group, and the minimum quantity, order quantity. So you'll get all these details. Here you will also see the purchase document number. So here you also see the price. What is the price you have maintained? See, we have maintained one for 100, the other for 105. These are the two info record which we created today. So you can see the price here. If you want to know the price, you can also see it. So if you need more details, this all what you see is a technical field name, and this is the description of that. When we work for development team, right? They usually work on this backend program. Everything will be determined based on the technical field, not the description. Okay.
Ma'am, like, are we linking all this to the company code, purchase or group of purchase organization? Or is
Initial
it
time,
just
yeah, because initial time we have already linked our purchase order to the company code, right? So
okay?
whenever you create order, I'll show that when we go to next class about order creation, you'll get most of your question also get clarified. Okay.
Okay.
So this all just a prerequisite. Before we create the order, what all things has to be done? So that we are doing it. So this all prerequisite. Okay. So this is a table to check the info record. So we have seen all three tables, how it looks. You can also work around, try to see what all the field it contains. This is very good practice of going through the tables. Now what I'll do, I have to do some changes. So I'll use ME12. So by default it has come. I'll click on enter. So I'll change the purchase group, for example. Save it. That's all. The purchase info record changed. You can go via a transaction code, or you can go via here also. Okay. See, you can go from here. Now I'll go for a flag for deletion. So you can go via this. See, ME15 transaction code. Click on enter. It will show you what you want to delete. You want to delete the complete info record or purchase order. So complete info record means you cannot do anything. Okay, for example, the same purchase order you would have extended for other. You have created for the supply details. You have created for some other purchase order also, but you won't be able to use it. So if I say no, only for this purchase order, I want to close it. Then I click on this. When you try to create a purchase order for this purchase organization, it will say this info record has been deleted. Okay, I'll show you when we create an order or not. Now I'll click on save. So this is the option. I'll delete now so that when we create an order for this, I can show how that works. I'll delete this, I'll save it. Okay, so it says purchase info record changed. Now what I'll do, I'll go to change history. If I need to know if any changes has been done for this info record, /n MB40. Okay. So it was a change to purchase info record. Yes, I want to know what all the changes has been done for this purchase info record. Oh, selection. Okay. It says okay, sorry. I need to enter the info record. I was entering the vendor number. Info record. Yeah. So this is the info record number 530018. So I'll do copy this, close this screen. So now I'll go here, I'll enter. So I'll enter and execute. So it says what has been done, what kind of action has been done, who has done. So these details you can see it using M11. Now I'll do that. Okay, so this is how you will find if something has been changed from home, you can use ME14 transaction for. So we have seen ME15 for ME15 to delete it. Okay, so once you click, as we deleted purchase order, it says like this. You can go from here or you can also go from change mode. Here if you go, you can go via this source, like double click on it, go to deletion flag. See, from here also you can go. You use transaction code or you can use ME12. Both also works. Any questions before we move to the next topic regarding the purchase info record?
No.
Okay, so the question time. How many info category are there in the purchase info record?
So
Prabha?
4 categories are there.
Okay. Prabha, could you please help me to answer? How many info category and what all those?
Yeah, actually, I'm in C-ship, ma'am. I'm waiting for the bus.
Okay.
So yeah, ma'am.
Uh,
Actually, I'm just listening to a class. Yeah, ma'am.
Oh, okay. You were not able to see my screen?
No, I'm able to see. In between, I got distracted. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, no problem. The record session will be there. You'll just practice it. Okay. Okay, fine.
Okay, ma'am.
Let's yeah. So let's go to the next topic. The next topic is source list. So this is also one of the reason, one of the prerequisites before we create the order. So the transaction code is ME01. Okay. So this is to maintain the vendor. See, we can flag the vendor. Again, this is material and plant combination. It's like this. It comes like this. So the fields are like this. Valid from, valid to. For example, valid from is today and valid to is for, let's take for 1 month. And supplier. So the supplier is the same supplier which we have created now. I'll use the same thing. Yeah, the supplier. So I want to use the supplier and the supplier will be supplying the material only for few months. After that, it will not be supplying. After that, nobody should be creating the order for this supplier. So that is also one reason where we can block this vendor until then. Okay. So we have an option where the source list can be extended for how many years or days or months. You can extend this supplier. Below that, you can add one more supplier to continue till many years, unlimited. And if you want, when you have a two supplier and you want to fix the vendor, you can also fix it. If you want this supplier to be picked during the order creation, you can fix it. Okay, and you can also block it. If this supplier, even if you have multiple supplier and you don't want this supply to get picked, then you can block that vendor. So always what happens, this supply will get picked. And if we have a MRP view, so this is something whenever the planner runs the order, then one will be maintained here. So whenever he creates, it as this vendor should get popped up during a planning run. So we can maintain 1 year. So these are some of the field which you can also go through the function key to understand more about each field. Okay. So let's save this. This is also one of the prerequisites. You see, this is one mark interview question. ME02. So they will like So far, whatever you have seen, we have ME01, ME02, right? So like that, in interview they'll ask, do you have ME02? Can you do the source list change? So this kind of tricky question also they will ask. You should say there is no ME02 in the system. Okay, only ME01 and ME02. If you want to do any changes, you can go back to ME01 and you can do the changes. Yes, see, I have already used for creation. Here again, I can come and do the changes also. Okay, see, I want to change the date for 7 months. Click on this and save it. So we also have this option. So no ME02, no, remember that. And if you want to delete it, yes, you can select this and then you can delete also. Okay. So this is about the source list. So we have seen purchase info record, source list. Anything else you want? Any questions on this before we jump to other topic?
Ma'am, so source list is like we have like 3 vendors for the same item.
Hmm.
So and we are not satisfied with the service of one vendor. So
Hmm.
it's like we can log in. So it's
Correct.
basically like that, right? And the
Mhm.
other two we are satisfied, so we can continue with them.
Correct.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So now I'll show you one more quota arrangement. Okay. So quota arrangement is also similar to this kind of setup. So quota arrangement is like, see, you have a multiple vendors. Okay. For the same product, will be supplying, and you want to make sure because sometime in the market we can't be procuring the same material with one vendor, right? We want to have a connection with all the vendor. We have to have a good bonding with all the vendor, but same time so that when you give a order only they'll have a good rapport with you, right? If you're not giving order and you're going supplying only getting the order only with one supplier, because in case of emergency or you need more raw material, if you have more, 3 to more suppliers, because you're always going and creating order to them, they'll have a good bonding with you. So that's the reason we also have something called as quota arrangement. So here what happens for this same material plant combination? Okay, we show you what this does. Click on item. So here supplier, the supplier what we have seen now. Let's take this supplier. Is supplied and this is the material, this is the plant. Okay, click on enter. This is procurement type. So we are procuring. Procure means external procurement. We want to procure from the supplier external. This is the triple plant. Let's see. Okay, and I have one more vendor. Okay, so like this. So now I will create this 40%. So what happens? I want my orders to go to this vendor as well as this vendor. So some 40% of order and 60% of order. So we will see all this when we create the order. Okay, now here we have MEQ1. So we also have a MEQ2 slash in MEQ2. So what happens whenever you have You see, for maintain also, like how we saw source list, for quota arrangement also, we don't have MEK2. It's MEQ1 only. Okay. Now, as we have seen, so what happens whenever you create the purchase order or purchase requisition, based on your quantity, the vendor will get picked based on the percentage what you have maintained here. So, if this vendor already consumed, like you already supplied some 100 quantity, and now it will go for the next quantity. So you don't have to remember, okay, have whether I created some quantity for this vendor or not, whether I have created some this vendor or not. But system will tell you which vendor to pick next. Okay, it will give option for you to pick, as well as you can also by default the system throws the vendor. So this is the vendor you are supposed to create based on the percentage level, whatever you have maintained here. Okay, this is the use of the quota arrangement. Any questions here? So when we create the order, I'll show each one how it works.
So after it becomes like 100%. So how is it? Like again, we
Yeah.
have to come here and
No,
enter the
need.
values.
No need. So here 40 total 100%. If allocated quantity is there, right? So if you created an order, first order you create here. So let me. So let's create the one purchase ME51N used for creating the purchase requisition. Okay. So when you practice, I thought I'll take this session tomorrow because this is little longer session. So whenever you create the initial requirement, you got it from the HRT that I want these stationery items. For that, what you did, you selected the vendor, you created the vendor, and you created the material what they want. So everything is done. Assignment, everything is done. Okay, the source list, purchase info. The next step in our procurement cycle is purchase requisition creation. This purchase requisition creation is an internal order. Okay, it's not an external. It is also not valid as a legally. But purchase order after this, the next step, it is a external document, legal document. Okay, but purchase requisition is not a legal document. Got it? That you remember. So this is the transaction form to create the purchase requisition. So once you enter, you will see 3 tabs here. Okay. Header, item overview, item detail. So when you expand the header, you can just see only a text. So there's nothing much tabs, no tabs further. So when you click item detail, you don't see anything for now because in item overview, you have not entered anything. So under the item overview, you will have the account assignment, account item category. So under the item category, you will see different item category, like how we saw in the purchase info record. Like that, you will see different options: consignment, standard, subcontracting, third party, stock transfer. So all this you will see. So whether in account, this all the item category. Okay. But when it comes to account assignment, this is called account assignment category, and this is the line item. So here, once you click on that, you will see if you want to create any purchase requisition for any cost center, because something is going on. Okay, if you want to purchase something, then that whoever the person belongs to that department, he will have his own cost center. So that cost center he has to give. When you click on the K purchase order, based on that cost center, you will be creating the order. So that expense will go under his name. Project, if you want to buy any machinery or something like that, so again the project detail has to be created and project details has to be maintained. So like that, we have a different process where you can maintain different things. Okay, so that is the account category. Here you maintain the material. So like what the purpose what we created. For example, 90, the material which we created. And as soon as you create and click on enter, it will keep on throwing an error message. What has to be maintained as a mandatory field. It's saying enter quantity. So now I'll enter 100. See the next error message, plant. Okay, I'll enter 100,000 and whatever the plant we created info record for. Enter purchase info record. Okay. Next, can delivery be met? So it is saying this date is fine. This date is getting created default. So we can just leave it as it is. It's just a warning message. Now again click on enter. Okay. Now come here, source of supply. Here, source of supply. Okay. Now you saw before this item, there was no tabs at all, right? After you enter the item overview details, then this tabs has some views. In first view tab, you have the material details. What is the material? What is the description of that? And in second, you will have the quantity and other details. Here you see closed. Closed means if you want to create it some 90 under quantity and you want to stop this PO for 50. You received purchase order, created invoice, everything done for 50. But still 50 is maintained here. But you don't want to create any further order for that. Then you can click on the closed button. Or also you can click the delete button. So this is one. And valuation is nothing but the quantity here, whatever you have seen here. Where is the price field for this? Okay, source of supply. Here, assign source of supply. You see, it has picked by default the vendor. Even though we have in the quota arrangement, we have maintained 2 vendors, right? So it picked the first one. And this is the info record, which we created for this vendor. Now, status, it just gives if you create any purchase order, you'll get to see the purchase order in this table. So right now, as we have not created anything, so you're not able to see it. Contact person. So who has created it and what is the details of that person when he has created. So everything will come. You can see it here. So this is the delivery address. Delivery address, nothing but the plant address. So now we have everything. Right. So now what I'll do, I will just save this. Okay. And this is the purchase requisition number. Okay. Done. So now what I'll do, I'll just go show you the quota arrangement now. So go back. It was 0, 0, right? Now enter item. Now it has shown this vendor to us, right? Now I'll go back and add same material 90, 100, it was 01. I created one more. So here you can see line item 10 and line item 20. I created one more. Again for second line item, it is again proposing the, oh, okay. Why it is keep on proposing the first one? So if you see here in the source list, we should also maintain both the vendor N01. Enter. I'll copy C. So to copy, I'll tell you the shortcut. Control Y, drag it. If you want to copy, Control Y, select the first column and copy this and paste it here. Okay, like that. You can use the Control Y button. Okay, we have created info record for both the vendor. So let's see if I have deleted the info record. Yeah, purchase info already exists. Change. To check if I have been deleted. Yes. So I'll remove everything. Now we'll go to purchase requisition. Okay. So I'll save it again. So we have added 2 lines. I'm going to add one more line, same quantity for same material, 100. Zero zero one. Okay. Now again source of supply. You see, it has picked the second vendor, right? So I'll click on save. I didn't give any vendor. I didn't ask which vendor to pick, but it has picked. So let's see. So based on this, it has picking it because we said 40% and 50%, right? So based on that, as it is consuming it, so it is picking the next supplier. Okay. But it has to get updated here. I think something here. But at least it is proposing this vendor for us, even though we have maintained 2 vendors. See, we can see the first PO. It has picked the first PO. Again, this same vendor. Now, when we click the third one, it is giving for other vendor. It did not even ask us which vendor, but it is proposing the vendor. So like this, you don't have to worry. So the system, based on the quota arrangement, the system will determine which vendor to propose. Okay, so this is about the purchase requisition. Tomorrow we'll get to know more about purchase order and how to view the purchase requisition. So tomorrow we will see that cycle. Okay, so any questions so far on the quota arrangement and purchase requisitions?
No, ma'am, no. Like when we practice, I think we'll get more questions.
Exactly. No, but that's what, as soon as if you go along with me, no, it will be easy for you. So don't keep having any backup. Just keep clearing as much as possible along with me. Go along with me, okay?
But what happens, ma'am, sometimes, like while practicing, like we would have created one organization structure.
Mm.
So when we start using all these T codes, it will start showing something is not linked to your organized structure, something is not linked to this, that.
Yeah,
So
see,
that
that
is
is
where,
the problem is because of this, testing servers. Okay,
okay,
we cannot follow that. You just what you do if you get stuck like that, just follow the path what we have done. At least try to learn that assignment creations. If we try
okay,
to use that same plan, then we will get stuck many times. Because
yes,
in the
ma'am.
real scenario, we will not get stuck like that. The system is perfectly will be maintained in the backend. We will not have
Okay,
any issue. So that's why when even I could have used that, but I didn't do that because I know each time we'll get stuck and it will also create a confusion for you. That's why I'm just trying to take as much as standard one, whatever order something which is already created means they don't have any problem. You try to use whatever the material, something which I'm using it. Try to use that. Okay. So
okay,
I'm also trying to find the which one the right to use it so that I won't get stuck and you will not get confused. You also practice along with me for here what you
okay,
can do just you can try to but try to use as much as standard thing like 001 000 plant company code purchase or like that so you won't get stuck.
okay,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I think we can end today's class with this because too much if I keep telling you then you'll get confused. So let's connect on next Thursday. Okay, so I hope you guys will get some time to practice before our next class.
Yes, ma'am, yes. Thank you, ma'am. Okay,
Yeah, no
good night.
problem. Good night. Take care. Yeah, bye bye.